Yo, guys, what's up? I got the plays for you guys for the national championship game. We have Florida versus Houston. Should be an amazing game. I'm so hyped. Cannot wait to get into these picks today. We are on an 8-2 run in college basketball right now. We've done great all season, and hopefully we could end it out with a bang here. The entire goal of this video is hopefully after you guys watch this, by the end of this national championship game, I want every single one of you guys to have more money than you started that game with. So we need to make every single one of you guys watching right now at least a little bit of money, if not a ton of money. So make sure to drop a like on this video, guys. I really do appreciate it. So just make sure to like the video. It's completely free, takes 1 second. Thank you guys so much for that. And do not forget to subscribe to the channel either. I will be posting videos for NBA and MLB as well. So make sure to subscribe so don't miss any of those videos. But hopping into the plays, or right before we hop into the plays, like I said, I'm trying to make every single one of you guys money. I know you want to bet a ton of money on this national championship game because it's obviously a great game and it's going to be super fun to watch and bet on. So right now, what you need to do is take 5 minutes out of your day. I will leave the links for this down below in the description and comments of this video. If you guys live in any one of these white or gray states right here on this map, including even parts of Canada, that means you could literally get $155 for free right now before the game even starts. So again, $155 is insane, and you get 2 free squares. So all you'd have to do, make sure you live in one of those states, and then if you do, you could click the links down below. You just have to download the Sleeper app and make sure to use code GHOST. You just have to type in code GHOST before you deposit. Sleeper will give you $55 and a free play for doing that. And then the Chalkboard app as well also will be linked down below. Same exact thing. It's code GHOST. You type it in before you deposit, and they will give you a $100 deposit match. So Chalkboard, you could get a $100 deposit match and a free play. Sleeper, even if you put only $10 in, they will still give you $55 for free. So right now, guys, again, $155 to bet on this game with. Like I said, we have done so good all season in college basketball, and we're going to end it out with a bang in this video today. So make sure to do that again. It's going to take you 5 minutes to do, and $155 for free to bet on in this game, and 2 free squares. If you get all of that, it's going to be very hard for you to lose money betting on this national championship game. So I cannot recommend to do that enough. Again, you just have to make sure to actually type code GHOST in before you deposit if you actually want all that stuff. If you don't do it and you try to do it after you deposit, it doesn't work and you don't get all those promos. But as long as you have code GHOST in before you deposit, you will get all of those promos. So again, make sure to do that. Links will be down below for that. But let's hop into the 2 plays. So again, really good run. Really, really want to end it out with a very good play here. Like I said, these 2 plays should make us some money. Okay, now I'm not a financial advisor. Okay, I want to state that at almost every single video that I can. I'm not saying put your mortgage on this play, but for national championship game where you don't have a lot of variety and there's not a lot of players and not a lot of matchups to look at, you could only really do so much. So normally in a situation like this, I don't love the 2-man, but today I actually do like it a lot. So the first play we have is Thomas Howell. We're going to be taking him under his fantasy score of 24.5. I know that sounds absolutely absurd to do because he's gone over 4 out of his last 5 games. But what you guys need to understand is, first of all, it's a championship game. So defense is going to be very tough on both sides regardless. That's always a given in a championship game. But the main thing I want to say, Houston is the best defense in the country. I've been saying it forever. Everybody already knows that. They've been the best defense in college basketball for like 2 or 3 years now. And every single week, every single game that Houston has played in the last, 3 or 4 games, we have taken one of the players going against them under on their fantasy score every time. And I swear every time their graph looks like this, I take the under. Everyone's like, I'm not taking the under. I don't feel comfortable with that. They're going over that line every single time. And I always say, guys, they're playing Houston. This isn't a normal game. They're playing Houston. This is the best defense and the hardest matchup you could possibly go against, and they go under their fantasy score every single time. We have not missed an under, knock on wood, don't want to jinx it. We have not missed an under on fantasy score against Houston all tournament long. So again, knock on wood, don't want to jinx it. Anything can happen at the end of the day. You never know. But so far, even though he's gone over almost every game, I'm still comfortable taking the under because we've done this 3 or 4 times now. So under on Thomas Howell. The other thing I want to say about this, the line's at 24.5. Most sports books right now, the average sports book has us at about 23 or 23 and a half, and we're still seeing it at minus 137 to go under 23 and a half. So they gave us an extra point here on Prizepicks. So really good line here on Prizepicks to take the under of 24 and a half. So I like that play a lot right there. Again, super favorited to go under minus or to go under 23 and a half. So at 24 and a half, definitely like that line, and the matchup's fantastic, so we're taking him right there. The second play I have for you guys is going to be Roberts, and we're going to be taking him over his line of 6, or I want to say 8.5 rebounds and assists right here. So during this tournament, he's actually been playing a lot better. Now, when this graph comes up, so right here, you guys can see he's gone over this in this, last couple games of the tournament. I'm not going to count the first one because they're playing, I don't even remember what team that was, but he didn't play a lot of minutes, didn't really need to do much because it was a horrible team. I want to look at these 4 games right here. Now, these 3 games, he absolutely crushed the over because he got his normal amount of minutes. He saw about 30 plus minutes in all 3 of those games and absolutely crushed this line. This one game against Tennessee, he only had 3 and it looks horrible. It looks like he played really bad, and it's really scary to see that and then try to bet the over here. The thing I want to point out about that game, if you don't already know, he was in foul trouble. He didn't even play close to 30 minutes in that game. So obviously he had barely any rebounds or assists. He literally, I don't remember how many minutes he played in that game exactly, but he barely played in that game. So that's why he only got 3. Other than that, and you can look throughout the whole season, this is, really stands up to be true throughout the whole year. Every single game he doesn't get in foul trouble and gets 30 plus minutes, he goes over this line like 80% of the time. So really all it comes down to is he going to get in foul trouble or is he not? Now, he might get in foul trouble in this game. I could see him getting in foul trouble later in the game, way later, 4 minutes left in the game. I think that Houston is good enough. The coaching is good enough to have him stay out of foul trouble. And again, it's kind of one of those things you kind of just have to leave it up to the odds. But we have seen him again out of these 4 really important tournament games. He stayed out of foul trouble and absolutely smashed this line in 3 of those 4 games. So I feel comfortable going back to his over here in this game against Florida. Also, Florida, decent matchup. Obviously, it's the national championship, so you're not ever really going to see a fantastic matchup for an over. But even with it being a championship, Florida's still a decent matchup. They give up a good amount of rebounds, and he normally gets a decent amount of assists in these kind of games. So I really like his over at 8.5 rebounds and assists. I wouldn't be shocked if that gets bumped later. But again, guys, make sure to drop a like on this video. These are the 2 plays I have for you guys for this national championship game. It's free to drop a like. It really does help me out, so make sure to do that. I'd really appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Either before we get out here, hopefully you guys can make some money on this 2-man right here. But again, even if this ends up missing, you guys can still make free money just by, downloading these apps. Takes 5 minutes to do. These apps are begging you. They're on their hands and knees begging you to download these apps so that you can make free money. They are literally throwing free money and throwing free plays at you. So again, take advantage of it. Up to $155 and 2 free squares, all completely free. You just have to make sure to use code GHOST. And again, links will be down below in the description and comments of this video for all of these apps. Other than that, guys, these are the 2 plays I have for you for the national championship game. Hopefully we can end it out on a bang. Good luck with all your picks, and I'll catch you in the next video.